Alright, everybody, let's get this started. Alright, first off, here's proof. This build will kill a boss. It won't go over the build after all this. It's going to kill a boss. Proud of this. The browser bosses definitely are strong. Yes, pure DK is strong. We do have Miri, but still, she dies fairly in the beginning of the fight. May not be as much damage as you would like, but we gotta wear Pale Order. You're definitely gonna have to wear a fucking Pale Order. These enemies in the night market are strong. Resilient. They got a shit ton of resistance. We could probably just zip through this. We don't need to watch the whole fucking damn thing of it. There. Get to the end. The fucking Atronarchs. So we got that shotgun do it. You got massive AoE. We get up to 47k damage. Not bad for being tanky and fucking doing damage. Definitely gonna take a lot. You gotta have thumbs. Just because you're wearing Peril Order, you gotta watch your heals. You're still gonna have to use a burst heal sometimes. Easiest damn way to do this. Now for the boss, we did use Biting Aurora just because he had a lot of AoE. You won't have to use Biting Aura, but gear anyway. We'll go over gear first. Reinforced, Order's Wrath. And heavy. So heavy head, heavy chest, heavy legs, all reinforced, and then the rest is Divines. We use Order's Wrath because we were able to mix armor up. We got 2 light, 2 medium. Your lights and mediums will be Divines. You don't have to go multi-enchant, but that's up to you. What up, Hasty? What up, Catwoman? Welcome back. Bloodthirsty, of course, on the jewelry. Multi-effect. I would prefer the mag because we have no problem getting stamina back with DK. So, 2, 2, 1. 1 stam recovery. The Pale Order is going to be needed. You will never regret getting this to help your ass through some solo shit. And we chose Lightning Staff just because heavy on the mag. DK is heavy on the mag. So that light attack weave and heavy attack for the off balance helps keep mag sustained nice. And then of course Maelstrom, it does not have to be perfected. Regular will be just fine. So get into Maelstrom, get yourself. All 3 staffs are great. They're all going to benefit you. Now, Crusher Enchant. If you're not familiar with a Crusher Enchant, which is why I ended up standing here beside this enchanting table. Kudo, of course. The armor. And then you're going to want Itade. Because that's going to lower their resistances more. When you put a Wall of Elements down, that's going to help lower their resistances more. Night Watch, they are definitely tanky as shit. So, skills. Of course, we're using Flame Lash. Because it is AoE, gives you a heal. And all we gotta do is heavy attack with our Lightning Staff, Ice Staff. And Soul of Flame, when you're using this, sometimes you'll set an enemy off balance with this as well. So then you can hit them, proc your power lash, and you're good to go. Now, we are using this for major protection, minor heroism, so we can get her ultimate back. The heal is nice. It was mostly to help get our ultimate and major protection back. So you'll be a little tankier. Incinerate, get the crit chance, major prophecy, savagery, and it does decent damage. Kind of set it, forget it, and every 15 seconds you can tap it while you're in a group of enemies and it'll hit them again. And of course we got passives, and you restore mag and stamina while burning. For your, what we got? 2 stamina skills. So we go through the mag. Dealing direct damage with an Art of Flame ability causes the target to take 5% increased flame damage and reduces their movement speed by 30%. There's just a bonus of extra 5% damage. Increase your chance of applying the burning status effect, and we'll just burn shit down. Apparently the more abilities you have slotted there, it works. But we got 4. 3. We got 3. That works. And increase your healing. If you're going to wonder why, we do have igneous weapons on the front bar. That has to be on the front bar. Either igneous or earthered shield. Because you will not be able to proc the off balance without one of those on that bar. So one of those skills is a must. I mean, this buff does last longer than this. If you have trouble keeping up your major resolve, put it on the front bar. Does not matter. It's up to you. But one of those, just have one on each bar and you can proc off balance on both bars. This is our major breach. Flame damage. It pretty much decreases our armor. Does decent damage. Okay. So we have Blood of the Elder on the back bar. That's our burst heal. Plus gives us minor courage. Which will increase our damage, weapon and spell damage by 215. And it is a nice burst heal. It's Pale Order and you're not doing damage. It's not helping you enough. Plus it increases the amount of damage you can block. Increase your damage done with area and overtime effects. Attacks by 7%. You can gain minor brutality for 20 seconds. Increase your health recovery based on your missing health. And every time you cast an ultimate, you're going to get resources back. So, in a way, that benefits to have one on each bar. We ain't using nothing else there. Trash. Sometimes we use corrosive. Corrosive is nice, but you can't go wrong with Standard of Might for your ultimate. Dawnbreaker's just there for Fighters Guild passives. We'll go over those as we get down there. But Earthen Heart will always be great. Just a fantastic skill line. Increase your armor. And then we can build stacks of Landslide to increase our damage done by 1% per stack. So we can have an extra 10% damage. Chances are fighting mobs and bosses in Night Watch, you're going to build this up very quickly. Will not take long. Where Earth meets Sky, increases crit damage. Plus, whenever you cast or deal damage with an Earthen Heart ability in combat, you generate 3 ult every 6 seconds. Not much, but it's something. It helps. While you're standing in your Parton home, you're going to build old anyway, because you'll have minor heroism. And of course, fully charged heavy attack flies off balance and restores stamina, which is nice. What else we have here? We're not using dual wield. Okay. Destro Staff. Elemental Blockade. Lasts longer. Has a bigger area. Maelstrom will do its thing either way. But you just want the wider area and duration, so you don't have to cast it so often to lower the resistances with the enchantment we have on there. Take off Trifocus. You do not want to block with Magicka. You will not sustain. Because we can literally cast this, get stamina back. Like I said earlier, we only have 2 stam skills. So, do not put points in Trifocus. You'll be good to go. Your Destro Staff abilities, ignore enemy spell resistance, increase your chance to plus stat specs. And why are we using Ice Staff? Right here. Whipping an Ice Staff reduces the cost of blocking and increases the amount of damage you can block by 20%. You're running around solo, you ain't got tank, you are your damn tank. And you are your DPS, and you are your healer. So you gotta cover it all. And when you kill an enemy with a Destro Staff ability, maybe something will die in Wall of Elements. You don't know. Or Elemental Blockade. Chances are no. So, I'm gonna be unreliable. Now, Dawnbreaker is just there for some extra weapon and spell damage. 3%. Generate ult when you kill an enemy on the front bar. And if your back bar ult ain't ready and you need to use it, Dawnbreaker is a great ult. It's not going to hurt to use it. Just your other one will be better. Of course. Why are we wearing light, medium, heavy? One reason. On Dawn. Not bad. Increase your max health, stam, and magic up by 2% per type of armor. So, all 3 armor types, 6%. That's more resources. It's free resources right there. That counts for PvP, solo builds, tanking, maybe healers, but organized group of DPS, you won't go through all that. You'll wear 1 light, 6 medium. But yeah, now you get to cover all these passives. You wore 2 light, 2 medium, and 3 heavy. Increase mag recovery, 8%. Reduce the magic cost of your abilities by 2%. We got 4%. Increase your spell resistance for each light armor. 1452. Increase your weapon and spell crit rating. 439. Increase your physical and spell pen. Pen is important when you're going all solo. Usually you got your tanks to break down all their armor. No, it's all on you. Medium armor, increase your crit damage. Healing done. Stam recovery. Sneak don't really matter. Weapon spell damage. Movement speed. Of course, reduces the cost of roll dodge for each medium piece. You will roll dodge. You gotta save your ass. You're the only one in charge of your ass out there. Now, heavy armor. Increase your physical and spell resistance. Each piece of a heavy armor equipped. That helps a little bit. While we got reinforced. And restore Magicka stamina when you take damage for each piece of heavy armor equipped. So we restore 324 every time we take damage. Every 4 seconds. Not too shabby. Health recovery, 12%. And we increase our max health. Increase Magicka stamina. your heavy attacks restore. That helps as well. Increase your healing. 3%. What am I leaving out here? Championship points. Okay. If you're fighting mobs, I think I already took that out. Fighting mobs. Alright. AoE. Fighting Aurora. Increase your damage done with direct damage attacks. Everything is 99.9% of the damage in the game is direct damage. Then we got, we're all damage. Fighting Finesse. And we do have the Off Balance Exploiter. Fighting mobs, you are alright. If you run into trouble fighting mobs and you're dying, you can go with Ironclad. You can go with Unsolvable. Or reduce damage by single target attacks. You can go with any two of these. I would keep 2 damage passives and then go with that. The 2 I would probably keep. Fighting Finesse I would keep. The Master at Arms I would keep. The other 2, if you're struggling with survival, pick 2 of these, provided on the fight. I mean, they might be doing AoE, direct. Probably be just fine with Ironclad and Unsolvable. That'll help you survive. The green tree does not matter. That's all just world support. We have plenty of health. If you didn't reach enough health, that is an option. But Fortified to help us get more armor. Rejuvenation for recoveries. Because we're running a shield, tried to increase the effectiveness of it. And what else am I using? Celerity, so we can move. Movement speed is a savior everywhere. So I believe I covered everything. Covered gear. Oh, I'm gonna traits on the damn some of these gears. Okay. We are running a lightning staff of Soulzans. Precise poison. And of course, we talked about the Maelstrom Ice Staff. Let's just roll through here, make sure we didn't forget anything. Reinforced head, reinforced chest, orders wrath. Now here, yeah, that helps with pen. So, light shoulder, medium belt, light gloves, heavy pants, reinforced, medium boots, and jewelry of Soulzans, and then Pale Order. Pale Order is going to help. Now, if you don't have Pale Order, and Velothi's an option. Say Velothi's an option. Monolith, that's an option. But the healing from Pale Order is just amazing. This may maybe help, but you're going to be using your ult. I just don't know. Now, if you don't have Soulzans, well, Pale is definitely a lifesaver, Hasty. If you don't have Soulzans, Tideborn, which is a crafted set, that is an option. Probably mix all this up and around. If you wanted, Medusa would be alright. And then you'd front bar Order's Wrath. That would probably work. I'm thinking here. But you would have to go Medusa head, chest, legs, the jewelry. So then your Order's Wrath would go boots, gloves, belt, weapon. I know not everybody runs trials, not everybody has trial gear. Highborn would also be a great option. I just try to stack my crit as high as possible, as we are Khajiit. So, Khajiit is great. Okay. Get about 27, 28 resistances. Of course, Shadow Mundustone. Get up to 56% crit. Crit chance definitely goes higher with Soul's Hands, so actually, yes, crit damage is going to go higher with Soul's Hands. You're going to gain another 12% on top of that. You have no problem keeping Soul's Hands up. So I believe that covered everything. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, be sure to leave down in the comments. And I will answer them. So thank you. You're going to stick close and I'm going to make you